everybody. I do not like being contained. I am so excited to be here today to witness these amazing people graduating from the Academy. Now, Director Potter already took all the good stuff. I was going to tell you how many people spoke different languages, how many women we had up here toting how the 30 by 30 is just taking storm, but you've heard it twice already, so I'm not going to go there. I do want to say before I get started, I am an ordained minister and I always have to put God first. So I just want to give honor to God for allowing me to stand here before you today. Since we did talk about how many people speak different languages and how many women are up here today, I do want to say how this class is really representing the profession and the way it should look as we move forward. The different, rich, cultural diversity and gender equity that is sitting before you today has not always looked this way. And so we should give it another hand for how law enforcement is really moving forward. Yes. Now, to all the law enforcement professionals here today, I see you in the back, and the family and friends that are sitting before all of us today, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you because this profession, although it's a noble profession, is very difficult and very challenging. And I don't want this to be the last time that we cheer them on, that we support them and give them words of encouragement. So remember this day, but remember when the time gets rough, that they will continue to need you to support them and give them encouraging words. Now to class 213, good morning. Okay, just wanted to make sure you were still there. Congratulations on completing 20 weeks of intense and grueling training. And as I was thinking about your training, a little quote came to me from Philip C. McGraw. And it's very simple. It just says, life is a marathon, not a sprint. And then I add on from there, from this anonymous quote, train for endurance, not speed. Very simple. You'll hear a lot of words here today, so if you can just remember that, life is a marathon, not a sprint. Train for endurance, not speed. Now, these quotes really stood out to me in this moment because I ran cross country way back in the day in high school. And what it really talks about is hard work and commitment. And the hard work and commitment that you have put into this academy and completing the 20 weeks that it took to get here. Now, as I stated before, I did run cross country, which is about a little over 3 miles. So for practice, my coach, Mr. Jim, would have us run 5 miles. And he wanted to show us that not only could we hit the mark at the 3 miles, but that we could go above and beyond what we ever thought or imagined we could do, so that on our cross-country meet day, in our minds, we would think we got it. So what has happened today in the 20 weeks that you've been here, you have been going above and beyond what we think or imagine, or what you think or imagine, so that when you go out on your own, you will know mentally and physically that you are prepared for the job ahead. There will be no limitations and no boundaries. You will hit that goal. You have been training with endurance. Endurance, staying power, commitment, dedication. That's what you have today. And just like the academy, you have trained for endurance. You have had to demonstrate physical and mental strength to get you to this moment today. You understand that after you leave the safety of these training confines, that you will face rapidly evolving situations. And you are ready because of your extensive preparation at the Basic Police Academy. So always take this seriously. Now, another thing about cross country is that the races were normally ran on beautiful, scenic trails. They were beautiful. But these trails also had unexpected obstacles and dangers that if you didn't slow down could trip you up. They would be pitfalls and things to hinder you from meeting the mark. In fact, sometimes if you ran and got into those pitfalls, it would stop you altogether from completing your race. That's why it's important. Endurance, not speed. This is just one reason why endurance and being steadfast were more important than the speed in cross country. See, a steady runner is looking for the obstacles and avoiding them. Steady just means that you're anchored, unshakable, and immovable. Class 213, in this profession, you will need to be anchored in your purpose, unshakable in your beliefs, and immovable in your core values. Your values, beliefs, and purpose are what's going to keep you from the pitfalls trying to hinder you from finishing your career. Also, on the trail were volunteers who would cheer for us and give us water. And every once in a while, when we lost our way, they would put us back on the right trail. When I wanted to quit, every once in a while, when it got so tired, I would hear one of the volunteers say, "Don't give up. You can do it. You're almost there." There will be times in this law enforcement career when you will want to give up. No one's going to tell you that. I'm telling you, there will be times. You'll question if policing is worth all the sacrifices that you'll have to make. And that's when you'll hear your family and friends tell you, "Don't give up. You can do it. You're almost there." And they'll guide you back to the right path, anchored in your purpose, unshakable in your beliefs, and immovable in your core values. Now, as you are nearing the finish line, almost 3 miles into the race, and as tired as you are, you somehow get this burst of energy because you can see the fruits of your labor have been paid off. You believe that all that hard work you put into preparing for the race was worth it because you have accomplished something so few people would dare to try: a career in the greatest profession in the world. No, not a doctor, law enforcement.
All right now.
Class 213, go out and do extraordinary things for the profession. Build a better tomorrow starting today. You all were chosen because we believe that you will make a difference in this profession. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make this profession better because you are a part of it. So the question, do you accept this mission? I'm asking you.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you accept this mission?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So before I self-destruct in 10 seconds, just remember, this career is a marathon, not a sprint. Train for endurance, not speed. Take your training seriously. Challenge yourself to be the best peace officer you can be. Don't settle for mediocre. Be better than that. 2, look out for obstacles that would hinder your career. Take the code of ethics seriously and follow your department's policies and procedures. 3, be steady, anchored in your purpose, unshakable in your beliefs, and immovable in your core values. 4, surround yourself with people who truly support you and your dreams. And lastly, accomplish the mission, making this profession better because you are a part of it. And as I was driving up here, which is not on here, I asked myself, or I was told, 2 little words: trust God. For those who believe, trust them and walk by faith and not by sight. And with that, let's keep this ceremony going.